Emma woke up to the distinct cry of migrating cranes outside her window. Autumn. It had sneaked up quietly, like a sly fox. When did it arrive? Her gaze fell on the faded hospital curtains. Sunspots danced across the fabric, trembling, colliding, and scattering. Emma got up, walked to the window, and pulled the curtains apart. Beauty. The aspen trees below were covered in gold, as if every leaf had been outlined by a fine brush. By the fence, the rowan tree was burning bright, scarlet clusters tempting the birds. Foolish tree, it doesn't know that in one morning they could leave it almost bare. How beautiful, Emma whispered, stretching. Her fingers touched her head. Once she had thick copper hair. Now her skin was almost smooth, covered only by a soft fuzz, the mark of long treatment. She shuddered, forcing herself to exhale calmly. It was all behind her. The long months of procedures, the fatigue, the pain that wouldn't let go day or night. Now it would be different. Look, autumn itself had come to visit. Her autumn. Emma had always loved this season. Autumn brought a special lightness, freedom, and quiet joy. But I was born in the spring, she smiled. Why do I love autumn more? She laughed softly, remembering. It was in autumn that she truly fell in love. And the memory, catching fire, pulled her back in time. That September was incredibly warm, as if summer refused to leave. The entire student group was sent to a farm for a volunteer program. Vegetable beds, warehouses, fields. There was plenty to do. "We need volunteers for the hay," the coordinator shouted. "Change of activity, fresh air, I promise." Emma went with a few girls to a wide meadow. "Girls? This is a fairy tale." Someone exhaled. Morning mist kept the grass cool, clover sparkled, and wild rose hips shone like beads. Emma spread her arms and spun around. White clouds, yellowing grass, the dark strip of the distant forest. Everything swirled around her. "Beautiful! I love this place." She spun too fast, lost her balance, and flopped right onto a pair of huge, dusty sneakers. Lying on her back, she saw faded jeans, a plaid shirt, and a smile. Under the peak of a baseball cap, bright blue eyes hid laughter. "So, do you like me?" the owner of the sneakers asked in a husky voice. "Or do you really like me?" "Really," Emma replied without missing a beat. "Especially the sneakers. I'm in love with them." "We can fix the sneakers," he laughed, helping her up. "Wash them, polish them. They'll shine by evening." He brushed a piece of straw from her sleeve. "Let's introduce ourselves properly. I'm Liam. And you?" "Emma," she replied. And looking into that impossible blue, she suddenly drowned in it. Emma sighed. The memory was so fresh, as if it happened yesterday. Nothing special. A spin in the grass, dusty sneakers, and a silly line. But that was the start of their life. "Everything will be okay," she said aloud to the empty room. "I like this autumn." "And do you like me?" A familiar husky voice sounded right next to her. "Or do you really like me?" She turned around. The hospital ward, the pale curtains, the metal bed, it all blurred and receded. All that remained was Liam's warm embrace and his lips on her temple, gently touching her almost smooth head. "I love you so much," he whispered. "I am so happy we are together. We are standing on the threshold of our autumn, and it will be the best time of our lives." Emma closed her eyes and pressed against him, listening to his heart, and the distant cry of cranes outside the window. Autumn had arrived. And now, it didn't scare her at all.